Good morning, everyone. We're getting ready for our press conference at 11:30 across the street from the Buffalo Chancery here in downtown Buffalo. And I just wanted to say that I'm here today because of the countless victims, my brothers and sisters at arms who have supported me. And I'm here to say that what I'm about to say and do at 11:30 is for all of you and for the countless others who may not have the courage to come forward, but nonetheless are a source of strength to all of us. Today we stand in the midst of the biggest crisis and the biggest opportunity that the Catholic Church has faced since the Protestant Reformation. I don't say that to be dramatic. That simply is the reality. We have an ongoing investigation in the state of Pennsylvania. We've had an investigation ongoing in the Diocese of Buffalo, largely conducted by the media. And recently, we've had 12 attorneys general in 12 different states begin the process that the Office of Attorney General in Pennsylvania conducted for 4 to 5 years now, in which it appears 2 U.S. attorneys have joined. When I was in the seminary, there was an implied curriculum, a hidden curriculum. Alongside the theology and the doctrine and the courses on liturgy or counseling, there was a hidden curriculum, which I witnessed, and which I am alleging today my formation director at that time, 25 years ago, and presently the rector of Christ the King Seminary, is alleged to have had sexual relations with seminarians. And it will be up to him to give an account of his behavior. Hi, Mike. For him to give an account of his behavior, but also for Bishop Malone, Bishop Persico of Erie, and Pope Francis to respond and answer the question, why didn't you do something when you knew about this? I will detail the timeline and the opportunities that I gave to 3 bishops and a pope. Glad you'll be there, Mike. Can't wait. And how they ignored me, but also ignored essentially other victims. This implied curriculum, this hidden curriculum of Christ the King Seminary is not unique. We've heard of revelations by Cardinal McCarrick recently, and we've heard rumblings of similar allegations against other members of the Catholic hierarchy. The only way that we're ever going to get to the root of this problem is for victims, survivors, advocates, the media, and law enforcement to drag this into the light of day. As we recently saw on Wednesday in the state of Pennsylvania, at the Capitol in Harrisburg, the Catholic Church owns the state capitol in Harrisburg. The Catholic Church owns the state capitol in Albany. And one of the reasons why we need retroactive look-back windows into the statutes of limitations is because the church cannot be trusted to conduct its own investigations, and the church cannot be trusted to police itself ultimately. And so it's kind of church and state on its ear. Things are upside down right now because we have agents of the state doing the work that the Catholic Church should be doing, and that is protecting its most vulnerable members. They still can't be trusted. What the seminary is screening for when they admit candidates to the seminary is not perversion. They will tell you about all the psychological testing in the world, which I went through, by the way. Found it actually to be a beneficial experience. But what they don't tell you is that screening primarily is to screen for the docility of their candidates, the malleability of their candidates, obedience, strict adherence to doctrine and to church authorities, rather than trying to invite into the seminary mature candidates for the priesthood. They're looking for people who can be controlled. And we as victims know that because we've been on the receiving end of it. And I think many good, faithful Catholics sitting in the pew every Sunday and sometimes daily are becoming aware of this, that they want us all under their thumb. This is a religious caste system. These men, these hierarchs, bishops, and their assistants who are climbing the ladder want to keep all of us under their thumbs, and we can't let that happen. And so I encourage, as I'm able to do it because of you and the strength that you give me, I encourage all of you to bring your material forward. Do it with legal assistance. Be smart about it. We can't be rash. We can't be defamatory. We can't say anything that we can't back up with evidence. We have to be prudent, and we have to be diligent in keeping our material organized and thoughtfully presented. But even as law enforcement and states' attorney generals and the media, anybody dragging this out into the spotlight, we need to recognize that first and foremost, we're talking about our material, our history. So anyways, I wanted to just say thank you for the strength that you give me, and I hope I'm passing some of that along to you. And if you're able to come out today, we're looking like we're going to have a pretty good turnout. So 11:30 across from the Buffalo Chancery. I think it's 795 Main Street, at the corner of Main Street and Goodell, really on the sidewalk in front of St. Louis Church, which is right across from the Diocesan Center. You can scroll down on my feed to see the address and more details. All of my documents are already laid out there on Facebook, and links to the news articles from yesterday. So stay strong, and we'll all be seeing you here very soon. Take care now.